Okay, in this video, we will simplify variable expressions. Now, be careful when you are dealing with variable expressions because some problems they will ask you to evaluate and some problems they'll ask you to simplify. Okay, here we are just simplifying variable expressions. All right, and pretty much you'll be using combining like terms and or distributive property. All right, so number one problem, you can see there are 6 term variable expressions. The variable is y, but some terms you got y squared, and then some terms you just got y, and then the remaining 2 are just simply numbers. We call them constant terms. And hope you learned that you must have identical variable part, not just same variable. So here only the y squared terms are like terms. And what I'm going to do is, you don't have to do this, but I'm going to rearrange so that like terms are adjacent to each other. Plus 9 plus 1. All right? And I can do this due to the real numbers commutative property. All right, so let's combine the y squared terms, 4y squared, and don't forget there is always a hidden 1. That's hidden 1. All right, so 4y squared plus 1y squared is simply 5y squared. 7y minus 10y is simply doing 7 minus 10, which is negative 3. Don't forget the variable must come down. And 10 plus 1 is just 10. So that's it for this problem. Okay, next one. We have a couple of parentheses, and here we do have to use distributive property. And distributive property means the outside number gets distributed and multiply. And be careful when you're distributing negative, the signs will change. I know that looks like subtract 4, but that actually is same as plus negative 4. All right, so sometimes I call that subtract 4 as a negative 4. All right, okay, so let's begin. So 8 times 2x is 16x. 8 times 4 is 32. Negative 4 times 3 is negative 12x. Negative 4 times negative 1 is positive 4. Here, I'm not going to rearrange terms. I think you can identify which other like terms. So 16x minus 12x will simply be 4x. I'm just doing 16 minus 12 and dropping down the variable. And 32 plus 4 will just be 36. So that's my answer. Oh, by the way, don't forget when you are showing the work like this to put the equal signs on one side. You can put it on the right side if you like. I usually like to put it on the left side. Doesn't matter. Okay, next one. Number 3, we have brackets and also parentheses inside the bracket. So hope you remember when you're doing the PEMDAS problem, you have to work from inside out. So we have to go ahead and do this distributive property. We have to distribute negative 5 first. All right, so let's begin. 6w plus 4 times 3. I know those haven't been used, but I still write those down. Okay, and it just keeps me more focused as to what I'm doing next. So minus 5 times 6 is negative 30w. Negative 5 times negative 2 is plus 10. Okay, now I could distribute 4 here, but instead I'm going to simplify what I can inside here, which is nothing more than just 3 plus 10. All right, so next line will be 6w plus 4 bracket negative 30w plus 13. Okay, and then now I'm ready to distribute 4. So that will be 4 times negative 30 is negative 120w. 4 times 13 is 52. All right, I'm almost done. All I need to do is combine 6w with negative 120w, which should be negative 114w plus 52. All right, and that should be the answer for problem number 3. Okay, the last problem. Here we got fractions. Okay, and what I'm going to do here is I will rearrange terms. So 8x plus 16x will be combined together, and negative 5, 6 minus 7 minus 7, 6. Okay, and I know some of you are probably tempted to do 8 plus 1, 6 is nothing more than 8 and 1, 6 as a mixed fraction, but when we are dealing with variables like this, we try not to write coefficients as mixed fraction. All right, so I'm going to write this as 48 over 6x plus 16x, and the constant term also have LCD of 6. So this will be 49 over 6x, and here negative 5 minus 42 minus 7 should just be 54 over 6. Okay, almost done, except this negative 54 over 6, of course, is simply negative 9. So try to reduce and write